TWS. Once again, because they're everywhere. Most of these things, no matter, regardless of which brand they are, most of them are coming out of China. But these ones are coming from the giant of Chinese electronics, Xiaomi, because as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, Redmi is a subsidiary of Xiaomi. But anyway, today in this video, I'm looking at the Redmi Buds 4 Pro TWS earphones. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. Nothing much to say about the box. Let me tell you a few facts about this little guy. First of all, I got this one from Heka Mall. There's a link in the description. Price is $89, but just between you and me, if you look around, you get what I'm saying. So what about these? We've got dual dynamic drivers. We've got hybrid active noise cancelling, IP54 water resistance rating, and a couple of other little bits and pieces. Now, being the genius that I am, I somehow deleted my unboxing footage for this one. So we're gonna have to skip that part today and get right into it. So this is the case, and I've got to say, this is one of the favorite cases, one of my favorite cases in terms of TWS earphones. It's plastic, but it looks a bit like metal. Sometimes it feels like that, but it's very light. And it's about the size of an egg, but thinner. To give you a comparison, this is the Edifier T0U6 Pro, I think. Oh, the name of this one. No, the Plus. Oh boy. But anyway, look at that. Yay. So it's a nice small case. It fits in the pocket nice and easily. On the bottom, USB Type-C charging port, and a little tiny hidden button there that took me a while to find is for resetting the pairing. And let's have a look inside now at the earbuds, and they're easy to pull out even with my fat fingers, so that's always a nice thing. And there they are, pretty standard. You got your stem design there. Now this sort of chrome strip going down the stem here, I thought that was going to be for like slide controls and stuff, but actually they're just, you got your normal touch sensitive area at the top here, so that's where your controls are. In terms of comfort, they're really good. This is a proven design that has stood the test of time very well. You got your angled nozzles, silicone ear tips. One feature or one function that's not mentioned on the box anywhere is these actually have in-ear sensors, and that means that if you're listening to music and you take one of the earbuds out of your ears, the music will automatically stop playing. But you can use them individually. If you just take one out of your ears, as soon as you put it into the charging case, the other one will resume playing. On the other hand, if you put this one, the one that you took out, back into your ear, it will resume playing. So I love that feature. That is really, really cool. And another something that you don't often see in this price range is, what are we going to call it? It is dual device smart connectivity, otherwise known as multi-point connectivity, which means that you can pair up to 2 devices to these earphones at the same time. So you can have, if you've got 2 phones, for example, you can play music on one and then stop the music, turn on the other phone, watch a video or whatever, and it will automatically switch over to that source. So that is a very neat feature, not one that I use personally, but it's nice to have, and I know some people love it. But I do love that in-ear sensor thing. They've got active noise cancelling, and the active noise cancelling actually works really well. It blocks out droning low frequency noises quite adequately, and it's also got transparency mode. Now the transparency mode with these little earphones here works really well. It's a very natural sounding transparency mode, so it allows you to hear your surroundings, but it doesn't have this weird artificial sound. It just sounds pretty natural and it works really well. There's actually 3 active noise cancelling modes. You can't turn ANC off completely, but you can have strong ANC, then you can have transparency mode, and then there is voice enhancement mode, which does exactly what it sounds like. It enhances those mid frequencies so you can actually converse with people with the earbuds in your ears. Recently my wireless charger kind of got fat and I was afraid it was going to explode, so I don't have a wireless charger at the moment. So I'm not sure if this actually supports that or not. It doesn't mention it on the box, so it probably doesn't. There is one other neat feature as well. These have low latency gaming mode, and it's actually just works automatically. So if you start playing a game, it'll automatically switch into low latency mode. And I got to tell you, man, these are really good for mobile gaming. So if you're into gaming, definitely consider these because that latency is super low and it almost feels like you're wearing wired earphones when you're playing games. In terms of the call quality and the onboard microphones, it's actually quite good. I'll give you a sample right here.
This is a test of the Redmi Buds Pro 4 TWS earbuds. As you can hear, nice and clear, nice and loud, and pretty impressive. Not too much compression going on, so overall, yeah, good call quality experience with these ones.
IP54 dust and water resistance, so you can wear these in the rain, you can wear them working out, you don't have to worry about sweating or getting stuck in the rain. And finally we come to the battery life, which is excellent. It's about 8 to 9 hours, even with the ANC on. I think I didn't test it, didn't wear them in my ears for 9 hours just to test the claims on the marketing, but they're usually pretty good these days. So yeah, expect about 8 hours, which is solid. Now, with all that stuff out of the way, I think I've covered all the features. It's time to talk about how the Redmi Buds 4 Pro actually sounds. Now, these have a warm, balanced sound, and frankly, the audio quality is much better than I was expecting. There's plenty of bass presence, but it's not an over-the-top bass, nor does it cause any muddiness. Although the bass is mildly elevated, it's not a really boomy or bass dominant sound. It's punchy enough, but it doesn't get too thick, and it gets out of the way in order to let that mid-range come through. The mids themselves have good clarity and instruments have good spacing. Vocals are fairly forward and have a natural note size, so they don't occupy too much of the space, but they're not in the background either. The upper mids and the treble are quite airy, albeit a bit laid back in their presentation. The treble never gets hot or strident, but it's crisp enough and finds a nice balance with the bass and the mid-range. It's not the most sort of high fidelity sound, it's more musical and meaty, but overall the sound is clean and it's one that you can turn up loud without fear of sharpness. The maximum volume is not all that loud. It's definitely sufficient for me, but if you're one of those people who's half deaf already, or you're trying to kill your ears, then you might want to consider something else, but keep that in mind. Finally, the Redmi Buds 4 Pro have a sound that you can listen to for prolonged periods and be engaged without feeling audio fatigue. I'm going to do one quick comparison with these, and that's with the edifier here, the T0U6 Plus, I believe. And there you can see them side by side, the earbuds for a size comparison. Obviously the case is bigger for the edifier, and the price of this one, I think it's like $79 or something. Now this one is a little light on features, but it does have a couple of things. First of all, this one definitely does support wireless charging. Secondly, it does have aptX as well, so you can expect a better quality Bluetooth audio transmission. I'm not talking about the sound signature or the quality of the audio itself, but the signal transmission aptX is superior compared to the AAC and SPC on this one. So how about the sound? Well, I'll tell you what, the edifier is a bit leaner, has a leaner presentation, thinner note size. It's kind of leans a little bit more towards that high fidelity. I wouldn't quite call it that. It doesn't quite get there, but it does have that sort of a more refined sound to it, whereas the Buds 4 Pro here are just, you know, your general type, just a warm, cruisy sound. But they do it really, really well. I wouldn't like to say what has a better audio quality out of these two. Well, I mean, if you're using Android, obviously that aptX will help, but in terms of just audio, they are both really nice. But remember what I said about the pricing at the beginning of the video. I've seen these for commonly for $56 on places like AliExpress and whatnot, so keep that in mind. $79.56. That's a big nod in the direction of the Redmi Redmi 4 Buds Pro, Redmi Buds 4. Please think of better names, manufacturers. But anyway, guys, that's the, let me get it right, that is the Redmi Buds 4 Pro TWS earbuds, and I really like these. I think they're actually very, very nice. If you're a seasoned audiophile, keep looking or go somewhere else. But if you're just after generally a good sound, nice feature set, and very good ergonomics in terms of the case and the earbuds, check these out. And I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check the links down below. I've got links to my social media channels, the full written review, got my Discord, got my Patreon going on if you want to support the channel. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you. Until next time, see you later.